On tap, Fin Du Monde. Hi, I'm James Knott. Today we are talking about Fin Du Monde from the Unibroue Brewery in Chambly, Quebec, Canada. The name means the end of the world. The company claims that this beer has won more awards and honors than any other beer in Canada. It is 9% ABV and 19 IBUs. The brewery suggests drinking it out of a tulip glass at 53 to 57 degrees Fahrenheit. This beer is an abbey triple. The word abbey refers to the fact that monks and monasteries originally brewed this style in Belgium. Triple signals that this is one of the stronger beers in the brewer's quiver. Triples are generally lighter in color with a yeasty, malty flavor. The alcohol content is usually between 8 and 11%. Adam, what kind of flavors are you pulling out of this puppy?
It's got a sweet but tart fruit note. I get some tart cherry out of it. There's some hints of citrus, and then there's the warmth, like a clove warmth.
Okay, and Joby, this is 9% alcohol. Does it feel like a 9% alcohol?
Nowhere near it, James. The alcohol is masked beautifully for this beer, I think. You don't taste, the alcohol content like you do in some of the other, like, barley wines or some of the ones that are 9%, 8% that are
like
really up
old
there.
Rasputin.
Like old Rasputin, yeah, where it's really, overwhelming. This one, you taste no alcohol in it at all, which almost makes it a dangerous beer.
Okay, Scott, explain the pouring process for Fin Du Monde.
It's a complicated process. Well, not really. It's as shown on their website. You'll see that you actually flip the beer upside down gently once, and it kind of mixes in the yeast that's at the bottom, and then you just tip the cup, the tulip cup, and pour it in. And you want to pour a nice solid head, and it comes out very flavorful and aromatic, and the head goes away pretty quick. It's almost kind of a champagne-y pop as it goes down, but the bubbles and the carbonation itself are still, if you could see here on the camera, it's still going strong.
Adam, would you recommend this beer to somebody?
I'd recommend this beer to anybody. I think this is a really great drinking beer. There's a lot of great flavor going along with it. There's nice carbonation, as Scott was saying. This is a phenomenal beer for anybody, any beer drinker out there.
And you'd give it
I'd give it a 10.
A 10?
This is probably one of my favorite beers. I think they call this the end of the world. If this is any inclination of what the end of the world is like, bring it on.
Joby, do you agree with his very, very high assessment?
I agree almost. I'm going to give it an 8, James. I like where Adam was going there with anybody can drink this. When I, give ratings to these beers, I think about who would drink this. Would, the girly girl that likes fruit in the beer drink this? Would a hophead like this? Would the stout lover like this? And I think this beer is pretty much for everybody. I mean, going with somebody that doesn't like beer or, is a BMC douchebag, they can drink this beer, not get the hops out of it, get the alcohol content that's high for beers, and, enjoy it. It's a smooth, great tasting beer. So,
what's your downfall?
Yeah, what keeps it from being a 9 or a 10?
Well, the same qualities that make it a great beer. I know that's kind of weird, but nothing really pops out of it. I can't say, this tasted like this or it reminds me of this. It's a great beer. It's smooth. It's high alcohol content. So,
but don't you think that the beer itself, it's got a lot of great flavor going along with it, but it's just very well blended. Again, with other beers, it's not as well blended, especially the alcohol content with it.
You get like the banana note, almost a peachy smell, but I don't know. For me, it's a great beer. I was kind of borderline between 8 and 9, but I went with an 8 just because it doesn't have that wow factor.
Okay. What do you think? Fin or Fin Du Monde or Duvel?
Well, depending on how you're saying it, I would go for Fin Du Monde. Fin Du Monde. It's much more balanced, and I was kind of just letting these two duke it out over here. But in my opinion, I guess I've given beers less of a rating before because they were, I guess, less than outstanding in certain areas. They didn't have anything that popped for me. But honestly, with this one, it does such a great job of balancing everything that I'd have to give it a 9, and I think that they do a great job of blending everything together. It has everything I like in a beer. It has a little bit of hop, has that nice aroma. I like the clovey warmth to a beer, and I like the citrus as well. And it's not overly sweet either. So this is just a perfectly balanced beer that, again, my wife would drink this, and my wife likes fruity drinks. I have several friends that only drink certain Belgian wheat beers or Hacker-Shore, just beers like that. They would drink this, and they would appreciate it, although they'd probably have a little bit of problems after 3 or 4.
Okay, so I've been butchering the name real quick. I want everyone to pronounce the name. Adam?
Le Fin Du Monde.
Joby?
Le Fin Du Monde.
I think we're off.
Le Fin Du Monde.
Le Fin Du Monde.
Le Fin Du Monde.
Le Fin Du Monde. Something
Can
like
you use
that.
it in a sentence?
Joby cannot pronounce Le Fin Du Monde.
Le Fin Du Monde scores a 9 on the BBA scale. Let us know what your favorite Belgian triple is in the comments section. Thanks for watching. I'm James Knott, and this is your Better Beer Authority.
Better Beer Authority.